Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Sonia from Truesoulintuition, and we're here to do a reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter, to see what's going on in your love space, in your heart space, in your heart chakra, feelings and messages that Spirit wants you to take notice of and focus on at this time. So hey guys, it's been a while. I know I've been gone. I was guided by my spirit guides to actually shut down and concentrate on a lot of inner work. I've actually done a lot of growing in this quiet time while we've been on lockdown across the world, and done a lot of self-healing. I thought I had done a lot of shadow work prior to coming forward and bringing messages forward, but I found more. And I think as a human being, we'll always have to go through spaces where we have to constantly purge the negative energy that builds up inside of us. And being human beings, that's just how it is for us. A constant renewal of whatever faith it is that you put yourself into. I put myself into the vibration of receiving, and I ask my spirit guides to come forward and protect us in this space, to only allow love and clarity to come forward, and hopefully we can get a really deep and meaningful message for you today, Virgo. All the details for the reading, the boundaries and everything is in the box below, so please pause right now and just have a quick look so that you're not confused. As you know, it is a general reading, so it may not resonate with everybody. And all my details are below. Everything's down there, guys, in the description box. So feel free to have a look and get reacquainted with me as a person. I am still crazy. So whatever comes out, comes out. It's definitely been built up over this time. Holding back messages is no easy feat for those that work with energy, especially when you know that you want to come forward, but you know that it's not the right time to do so for the message. So as you know, I'm just going to put it out there. Sometimes Spirit gives you the message that you need and not what you want. For those Virgos that may get mad at me with whatever comes out, I'm not too sure. But we have the Moonology Oracle deck here. So we're just going to get a message from Spirit to see what Virgo has to focus on or take notice of at this time. So what does Virgo need to focus on or take note of at this time, Spirit? What does Spirit want Virgo to take notice of or focus on at this time? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Oh, you've got two, which is interesting because they're both special moons. And if you have a look there at the first and the last quarter of the moon, they're the crescent moon. So a lot of this is about intuitiveness. Okay, I'm just going to put them out like that. So here we have the waning moon, which is actually the last quarter moon. Is it the last quarter moon? Yes, it is the last quarter moon. What do you need to release? Okay, and then we have be bold and make the first move, cardinal moon, which is the first quarter moon. So I'm going to put it in its appropriate space. Virgo, you've been holding back too, Virgo, quite strongly. There's something that's missing in between. Now, I don't know why I'm getting that from this, because it's like you've got the beginning and the end sorted, but the in-between time is just a little bit unseen or unknown. So I feel like this is telling me I want to get from point A to point B, but I don't know how to get there. And what this is telling me, and because we're going into the Scorpio full moon at this time astrologically, it may not be relevant next year if anyone watches this, but in this time of this reading, we're going into the full moon of Scorpio. And Scorpio asks you to release your fears or to face them, like to release negative fears that hold you or limit you. So what's happening is you want to make a move into something new, okay? Virgo, you want to make a move into something new, and you're not too sure how to get there. But Spirit is saying that is a self-limiting belief. You do know how to get there because you've already got the beginning and the ending sorted. So all the rest is just part of the flow. And I think with it coming forward like that, be bold to make the first move. And what do you need to release? It's asking you to overcome your fears, to trust and believe in who you are, and to start moving towards a more positive polarity in your way of thinking. When I say positive polarity, I just mean to reach more towards the light. I'm going to stop using light and dark. I like polarity a lot better, positive polarity and negative polarity. So I'm going to be using that terminology a lot. Here we have, oh yeah, you're definitely moving into your purpose. Okay, guys, we're just going to get the energy of Virgo. We're going to see what's going on or what may be happening in the back of your mind, and bring forward that now before we start bringing in anyone else's energy and sort of washing over what spirit really needs you to know in this time. So be bold, make the first move. And what do you need to release to do this? Virgo wants love. It's like, I'm going to say this because I don't know who's giving me this, but it's like, I need a man. I need a man, but not, this person isn't pleading just for any man. Like, this isn't a booty call. This is someone crying out for a real man, like a man, like a hunter-gatherer, like that traditional, even though I wouldn't say, that old school way of loving. It's like, I want someone that's going to be loyal, that's going to be kind, that's going to be trustworthy. I want to go to work and not think that my man is texting 500 people and getting naked pictures. I don't want that fear. I want a man that's like good on the inside, good heart. Yeah, that's going to lift me up. Virgo wants someone good, whether it's male or female. If it's not a man, you want a woman or you want a man. You want the real, you want, yeah. Okay. You want the real affinity to that essence. So you want a divine feminine. You want a divine masculine. There is no in between for you. Your heart is set on a certain standard. And you have to be real. You have to be real with yourself. Sometimes you set that standard so high that you miss the little butterflies. And the butterflies have always got potential to be so much more. And I'm talking about butterflies being human, okay? The humans that actually may look after you, that may be that person, but they don't necessarily come towards you as a lion. Sometimes they come towards you as a butterfly. And it's from that point that you realize that has to be nurtured. Love like that, real love like that, is no easy task. So you may have plan A and plan B, but how do you bring that together to get plan C? Oh, you know what I mean, to get the solution. And the thing is, you have to find that resolution inside of yourself. I mean, if you want real love, for those that are actually really crying out for it, whether you're married, complicated situation, or single, we have this epitome of who we see as the ultimate love. And it's always of a divine nature. So it's like someone who you have a deep soul connection to, okay? Because, Virgo, you are the maiden. You are the explorer, they just said. You're exploring yourself, your sexuality, your sensuality. The maiden is the sensual aspect of love. She is very, I'm just getting a lot of people saying that like there is this negative undertone there, but whoever it is that needs this, just do it. Nike tick that stuff off and just do it, because the sooner you start making that move towards whatever it is that you want to achieve, the faster you release the things that hold you back. So it's like you've gone 90% of the way now. Now it's that last 10%. Don't give up. Go all the way. And here we have, anyway, next card I got from the Isis Oracle, and I've just got this, so it's new, but I love these cards. And it is the Talisman of potency. Now, this is how I know you're coming into a space where you're starting to master whatever it is you've been working on, okay? And it says sacred tools and objects can be an extension of your energy field, focusing your power and intention, helping you heal the split between spirit and matter, bringing physical matter more deeply into light and life. You are encouraged to work with sacred materials in a conscious way to help your own healing and enjoyment of the material world as a part of your spiritual practice. So, okay, I'm going to say that because obviously this means use whatever means necessary, as long as it's for the light, for the positive polarity. So if you, it's weird because they're kind of saying being a trickster, but it's not tricky. Maybe the situation is tricky, whatever this is for you guys. Maybe the situation is tricky, but it's like, as long as you're not deceiving, you can be clever in this time. Be creative. Use whatever means necessary to achieve your goals, but as long as it dwells within the positive polarity. So no one gets hurt, no one loses, there's no long-term consequences to your actions, because things can come back to you quite badly if you do. So I'm just putting a warning out there to move in the light. So if you need to do whatever you need to do it with integrity. Okay, guys? So I'm just going to get your energy, and then we'll pull in the energy of the person that you're thinking about right now. Yes, that person right there. Come into this reading with an open heart and an open mind, and you'll be surprised what you get from this reading. Okay, guys. So let's see what you look like on the inside. I know that sounds scary, doesn't it? Oh, isn't that interesting? That's a card that came out. The Fates. Okay, I saw it too in TikTok. Whoa. Again? Okay. So this TikTok, this is about divine timing. This may be, this came out in the last reading that I did in exactly the same position. So everybody's in the space of divine timing right now, which makes sense because of what's been happening in the world with the lockdown. And I feel like the TikToks come out again to remind us that we cannot control fate. It comes to us when it's time, when things align, when you're ready. I feel like it's actually asking you for patience, Virgo, because I feel like you might be getting really close to the tether, the edge of your durability in this space. But it's almost like sometimes things happen in your life that bring you more that bring you closer to being more in alignment with who you should be. And in this time, please recognize that you need to focus on you. You need to focus on what it is that you're trying to create or manifest in your reality. Because however good or however bad your life is based on how you're thinking about how your life should be. Because there's something that I wrote, like what you perceive, you believe, and receive, thus manifest. And it's just talking about if you're thinking it, you're speaking it, you're expressing it, and in the same respect, you're telling the universe that's what you want, and that's what you get. That's the thing, thus manifest. So you have to be mindful of or how you, like, right in those dark crevices of your mind, what's going on back there. Those those default apps running in the background of your smart Android program. You know what I mean? So or iPhone, whatever you got, like a computer. What are the default programs that are running in the back of your mind? Are they working efficiently for you and making you feel better, or are they bringing you down? We have to, at some point, reassess ourselves all the time when it comes to how we're thinking. Like, is what I'm thinking going to help what I need in my life, what I need to create in my life? So if you're Virgo in a space where you're okay, I'm just dealing with your own karma. I don't know why they want to say that, but it's almost like you've had to deal with a lot of shit. And you just want to be happy. I know, Virgo, you just want to be happy. But it's like, well, until you learn to align yourself with your fate. So it's like once you find your purpose here, the universe will give you what you want to manifest. But you have to make all the right moves. That's the thing. And to use this, sacred tools and objects can become an extension of your energy field, focusing your power and intention, helping you to heal the split between spirit and matter, bringing physical matter more deeply into light and life. So it's just this card is really talking to me for Virgo. So Virgo, it's almost like, I don't know why my spirit guides want to swear at you, but it's just how it's coming out. Okay, this is how I process it sometimes. But pull yourself out of the shit. Pull yourself out of the shit. And because I feel like someone's stuck in the mud. We're stuck in the mud here. We're stuck in the mud. But it's like all the way up. It's like sinking sand and water, and it's not good. And a lot of people have been pulled down under. That sounds like you're Australian, but pulled underneath this sand. And it's almost like I'm just seeing all the hands pulling, trying to pull yourself out. But the thing is, the more you struggle, the more you sink. Okay? So stop struggling and pull yourself out of that sinking sand. I know this sounds like a growling, and I do apologize for that, but it's like, start letting go of your fears. It's your fears that are pulling you in, especially the fear in this time. That makes sense, but it's more amplified when it's collective, okay? So if a whole collective of people, which is us, human race, the world, are all focusing on a fear, even though it is a lightening up, it is. Those tones can stick with us if we allow them to manifest in our mind, in our thoughts, in our reality. Okay, and I do apologize if this is a little too close to home for a lot of people, because you know what's going on in the world today. Stuff isn't easy, and I just feel like there's people that are struggling here, and I would only say that because these cards are heavy. The potential to be more is there. It's almost like all you have to do is change your perception on it. You know, it's like Spirit is asking you to change your perception and to realize that sometimes we only stop ourselves because we limit ourselves with our own fear, our own insecurities. And sometimes we need to reach out and get an extension of who we are to be able to see it. It's almost like we're using, it's like you walk past the shop and you buy a crystal because you just see that crystal in the window and you're just like, well, I really need that crystal right now. And you go home and you sit with that crystal and you just feel better. And it's just asking you, if something makes you feel better, keep it close. Okay? That's the only thing I could describe when it comes to this talisman of potency, because it's okay, thank you. Potency, I talked about the butterflies having a lot of potential. This is another thing. Butterflies are about transformation. So nothing is ever set in stone when it comes to the fates. The fates unravel the way that they will unravel. But that comes with divine timing. So it's like talking about not manipulating the situation as well. So just, if you're going to make moves, move within the light with integrity. And if you're feeling weighed down, don't struggle. Struggling is when, it feels like I have to go in depth for you guys. Not because of anything other than I just want to explain the context. But when I say struggle, is that you're struggling, you're resisting spiritual help. You're resisting spiritual guidance, because when you're in a negative way of thinking, spirit can't reach you. Okay? Because it's free will. Okay? And they can't interfere in your perception of your reality unless you reach for them. So if you struggle against your own fate, your own purpose, you'll sink lower, because the thing is, there's a lot of work that I've done, is certain philosophies, is that if you resist positive polarity or moving towards the light, you end up going towards the negative polarity, okay, which is where your body and or the choices you make lead you to a negative path. But that path is a path of suffering and self-serving. It's the ego space. And the thing is, when you live in the ego space, it may feel good, but there's always a cost. So when you start doing things with a negative, there's always a cost that you have to pay, usually karma. Karma is like the spiritual currency. And anyway, and so when you are in a dark space but reach for the light then can consume and transmute that negative energy into positive energy. But you have to give permission for help. You have to say, I allow you into my life to help me, or just ask God, or whatever faith that you believe in, or if you don't believe in faith, just that essence of something higher than yourself, the energy of higher, even your own higher self, to reach out to that energy, and you'll be surprised how they answer. That's the thing, and I actually stand behind that 100% as a person, because for my own experiences in my life, this is a true reality for me. So I'm just talking to those Virgos that are having a hard time understanding that part about the struggle. So, it is all free will, and whatever you're feeling right now, it is a little bit mixed up, which is not a bad thing. Like I said, I've had to do a lot of strengthening of character, a lot of inner work, a lot of shadow work, and I thought I was good, but I still had some. And we all have that. We all have to have a fine line between, is it a fine line? There is a line there that we have to follow to be able to maintain a positive polarity in our life. So I feel like sometimes we don't know that line exists. And anyway, so sorry, Virgo. It's... I don't think you need to worry too much. I think once you start allowing things to happen, and you're less resistant, and don't struggle against the pull, because I feel like there's a pull. Something's pulling you to do something really different. Whether it's creative, spiritual, physical, there's some type of pull. But what stops you from moving forward is your own fears. So Spirit does ask you to get into alignment with who you are. And do it now. This is the right time, divine timing. It's happening now. The right time, the right place, the right person. Okay, so we're going to pull in the person you're thinking about in this love space. It feels a lot more deeper and more spiritual. It happens, this is my readings, and I do apologise. Oh, well, I don't apologise, but I do apologise for it being rather long. Let's pull the person that you're thinking about in love. I was going to say Gemini. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. Yeah. Okay. Venus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. Oh. Am I saying Venus twice? Virgo. You're love, Virgo. You are love. Here we go. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. All right. Okay, interesting. I said somebody wanted a man. I need a man. And it wasn't desperate. It's more like, let's just say every boyfriend you've ever met in your life, or girlfriend or partner you've ever had, significant other in your life, has always been a rat bag. I'm going to put my hand up there. Not every single one, but a good majority. And, and it's like, that person saying, I need a man. Like, it's It's not out of desperation. It's literally out of need. I need a man. And it's just like someone's hearing that call. You're getting pulled. This person's getting pulled. But this person's been going through it. And I like that because for me, the way that this has come out, look them. It's beautiful. I'm just going to put them side by side. You have generation and yang. See, this person is purging by fire. They may be a fire element. They're regeneration and yang. But look at it. Look at yours and look at theirs. Like there's the hands, and look at yours, the hands. You've been realigning and readjusting, and they've been regenerating themselves into something stronger. And I like that because you're getting stronger too. So who makes the first move here? Your person. Virgo. Leaves of potential. See, there's something about the butterfly. Your person's gone through a transformation. They've been through healing. They're realizing you're the one. There's the stars. And you've been waiting. See, that's going back up there. I've seen point A, I've seen point B. But the in between is unseen or unknown. So in this time, I know it's like that. It is like that. That's what they want you to know. Point A, point B. In this time, you've been waiting. It's almost like waiting and knowing. And this person's been burning, but through the burn, growing. That's all I'm going to say about that. Changing, evolving, becoming stronger. Your person is definitely part of your fate, and you know it. It's almost like something that can't be let go of. It's something that it comes to you, it gives to you. It's giving. Yeah, okay. Let's see the general connection between the two of you. I have the love connection between the two. I just want to see it. It's almost like you're not in each other's lives, but yet it is. You are. You know what I mean? It's weird. It's like you're growing side by side, but not realizing that you're side by side. You know, it's odd. It's like you're so focused forward that you're not looking sideways and seeing that person standing there, but they're doing the same thing. Okay. Another connection between the two. Oh, by the book in reverse. Okay. It's still unbalanced. It's still not the right time. That's why you can't see. You know, I was saying you're walking straight. This because upright. This is my legacy card. This is a balance card, or maybe even the justice card. It is an 11, which is about manifesting relationships and stuff. But this is my lead by example, my integrity card, my legacy card. In reverse, there's still some type of imbalancement here between you two. Something hasn't been made right, which is probably why you want to come forward. It's saying, even though this person is the person that should, like, I'm going to give it to you straight. This energy is that this person has the stronger personality. Whether you can feel free to switch the roles, guys, just remember. But there's this rift. There's a rift here, a big one. That's what you need to release. Maybe you're looking at releasing this person from your soul contract. Maybe it's just time to let go. You've let each other go, but not realizing that it's because of each other that you're growing or changing. It's an evolution anyway. But there's still something that hasn't been fixed. Oh, I just heard broken home, broken family. Maybe it's a break the cycle as well. I just need to clarify that card, please. Why buy the book in reverse? Why buy the book in reverse? Okay. Why? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There's it's funny. It's a book too. 2 books. You're never gonna know why until you know it, and it's weird that it comes out that way, but it just has. It's like there's a lot to be learned in this space. The why would buy the book in reverse, which is my legacy card, is that sometimes spirit pushes people away from you, or they come in, they touch your life, and then they're gone, and but they leave a lasting impression. And they do something, they're almost sent in to nudge you in the right path. And yeah, I've seen this I've had a vision like this a lot, and it's almost like a checkerboard. It's like pieces, it's almost like there's a giant dragon in the sky, and it puts people on your chessboard, which is your game of life, and they're doing checkmate moves on you, and they do that. Sometimes spirit does that, and it hurts. But there was something you had to learn from this person, and there was something this person had to learn from you. And you're not always given closure or clarity for it. So I just feel like there's still a lot of reason why you can't make the first move or be bold towards this person, is that when it comes to this person, you're unsure, and it causes negative thought patterns. Okay, so you're thinking about this person, you care about this person, you feel connected to this person, but yet disconnected in many ways. Like this person's not a part of your life, or they're pulled away from being a part of your life. Okay, Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Show me. Yeah, see, it's not over. It's not over. And there's that death in reverse. You're resisting it. And look, it's an 8, 8, 8. 17 breaking down to an 8, 53 breaking down to an 8. It's the struggle. You're resisting the death of this thing. Now, death itself isn't about actual physical death. It's about spiritual death or transformation. Death and transformation are the same in spirit. It's like a renewal of you. And I talked about resisting, and this is talking about resisting the transformation or the sudden change. It's like, no, I don't want to change. So you might be a bit stubborn here, Virgo, that it's still indicating mentally that you're resisting change. So you can be lingering in the negative side of thoughts. Okay, so what do you need to release, Virgo? Let's have a look at their mentality, or their psychology, their psyche. Person for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Yeah, see, look, they're rising up, which is interesting in a lot of ways, because it's straight after death rises the phoenix. Why is that in reverse for you? Because you haven't been allowing yourself to move forward into the space. And they've got ones. One here with the yang, and then which is the fire, the masculine energy. And then you have the phoenix, the thing of transfiguration. That this person has been going through it. I see fire in this person's energy. And water. It's interesting. It's like fire and water. They've been changing, transforming. The butterflies. The butterflies. Be mindful of the butterflies. I don't know why I say that, but hopefully it resonates. Yeah. I feel like your person's had an awakening. If it isn't your person, then it's you. You can switch. Someone's resisting and someone's allowing. But this being Virgo energy in which I'm pulling forward, Spirit wants you to be allowing so bad. Virgo. Don't hinder your own progress. Don't be your own worst enemy and tear yourself down. Build yourself up. Readjust, realign, reaffirm, renew, redo, reset, you know. Find your purpose again. Find who you are in this time. Be prepared to change. All right. So let's get the emotional space, Virgo. Let's see how you feel about this person. How does Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter feel about their person in this reading today? Oh, yeah. See the Nightingale in reverse. So there's this. You want to talk to this person, but you're resisting. There's a lot of resistance here. It's like I'm not saying you're being stubborn. I'm saying you have real fears based on how this person has treated you in the past. They may have burnt you. They may have burnt you quite badly. And then this is why you resist coming forward towards this person to speak. But sometimes speaking with someone, no matter how hard it is, can be very healing. And the Nightingale needs to express itself, but it expresses itself in the night. You know, the night. The Nightingale. There's definitely some type of communication that you want to give this person, but don't emotionally. You feel things. Like this is for me is like, this is when, this is a card for when someone's in love and they're just telling the world how much they love somebody. I love da 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 da, but in reverse it's like, I love them but I'm not saying anything to nobody. I'm not even talking about it. I'm not even thinking about it, but you are thinking about it because you're feeling it. You're feeling this disconnect of communication. Oh, and let's see your person. Oh. Did I got the deer? How they feel about you is that they love you. And I know Virgo wants to hear that, but then they don't. It's like, don't tell me you love me. You hurt me, but you love me. You know what I mean? But they do. People are messed up like that. So sorry. But green is the chakra, the heart chakra. This person, they just look at you. Something about your eyes. They just see you in this beautiful light. You may be very attractive. And they just see you. And it's almost like you're like an inspirational fairy to them. Like, you'll just pop into their mind and then they're like, oh yes, I'm going to do it this way because my Virgo liked vanilla ice cream. Or, oh yes, I'm going to do it this way because my Virgo always liked going to the beach on a sunny day. It's weird how emotionally they're still driven by you and the feelings that they felt with you. Yeah. Let's see the mutual emotion between the both of you. Oh, there's a lot. That's complex. So when it falls out like that, it dropped like a ton of bricks. But so heavy-hearted, I'd say both of you feel somewhat heavy-hearted. Okay, I'm just going to take the one off the top. Yeah, the frog. Yeah, see, that's heavy-hearted. Oh, but green and sad. It's weird because frogs can represent abundance. So if it doesn't rain, it pours. So I feel like this person with this card coming forward, which is interesting because this is my, because I'm just hearing that song in my head. What is that song? Broken hearted, it's not over. We can start again. I don't even know if that's the words, but I'm just hearing that. 'Cause I'm broken hearted. Oh, jeez. I'm going 90s, so we might be older. But still the love is there. And it's looking at the deer. Okay, what I'm just hearing in that is like you don't know if that frog's poisonous or not, or if it'll give you warts. You know what I mean? It's like, do I really want to touch that frog? Do I really want to touch that frog? And the thing is, it could give you warts, or, I'm just saying metaphorically. I'm not talking spiritually, or just metaphorically, not in the real world, but it's just like an essence, an energy. Do I touch that frog? Or do I kiss the frog and get Prince Charming? Like it's a double, look at entendre. Or, like it's a paradox. Sorry. But, if I touch it, will it hurt me? Will it be a poisonous frog? Or will it be a frog of abundance? And it's like you have to stand in the rain to find out. And the rain itself is your emotional space. So, it's like, it's that song, Let It Rain Down on Me. I'm not going to sing it. I think it's time to get honest with yourself about how you feel about this person. And if it's still heavy, if it feels heavy, and it does, I feel that, which is why you're resisting, because this person has definitely done something to you that's caused you to recoil, like snap back, and like you've turned into a turtle and gone in, you pulled right back to be safe. And it feels like that with this frog here. You're not too sure about this person, so you hold back. And this person may be just like, but I love you. But it's like, you're like, but I can't trust you. I've been hurt because of you. But this person, I feel like they've paid their dues. You know what I mean? They've paid their due to society. They've done the time. And I know that sounds bad. But I'm just going to just say what I heard. And it's like, why can't I love you? Is it wrong to love you? Is it wrong to love you, Virgo? No, it's not wrong to love you. But Virgo's saying, if you're going to love me right. I need a man. I need a woman. I need that epitome of divine counterpart. The one soul, one path, one love. This old school love. I don't want this fast love, this modern love. I want real deep, meaningful shit. And I don't want to be left in the cold when times get hard for this person. And I can understand why Virgo wouldn't be 100% keen to move forward towards this person. Will you be a prince, or are you a poisonous frog? You know what I mean? It's, it's hard. So we'll just get a bit of tarot here to clarify any other messages Spirit wants to come forward about this person and how they feel about you. Whoa! You got the Queen of Swords here. That jumped. A lot of cards jumped out, but I'm not going to grab those. The Queen of Swords. This is okay. For some odd reason, I'm drawn to this card. The Queen of Swords is an extension of your energy field. So they're asking you to source information or wisdom from an external person. A wise counsel is what I heard. I just heard external counterpart. But someone that you can lean on to get wise information from. The Queen of Swords, she talks directly. her characteristics are, she gets such a bad rep in the Queen of Swords, or actually you could be labelled as a Queen of Swords, in this is that you've learnt to hold back your communication, or if you do choose to communicate, you use it in a way that's I just want to say that, like the law of detachment. So you detached yourself from this person. You used all your might and will to detach, because the Queen of Swords gets a bad rep for being the bitch, or the divorcee. So, but also the thing is, her main characteristics is that she's she's very wise. You know, she's someone that you turn to for counsel, for guidance. Someone you can talk to directly without being judged, and they give you non-judgmental counsel and wisdom to help you better your situation. So I feel like you need to talk to somebody that sort of that can keep that private, or to just get it off your chest to someone that you trust. That's definitely about trust here with the Queen of Swords, okay? Oh, judgment. Yeah, so you're getting a lot of judge and the sun. Oh, that's nice. So, you know, all things aside, judgment card is usually about the divine bringing back an ex-lover, or someone from the dead, someone you thought was long gone. And then you have the sun, so it's joy and contentment. So I feel like you're going to interact with this person. If not, it's somebody that you know, maybe just comes out of the blue, just like, oh, geez, this is kind of, where did you come from? You know, like, why am I hearing this? What have you done for me lately? I just heard that song. Ooh, yeah, that's my Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson. Anyway, okay. I think you're going to look at this this person, if they do come forward, because it feels like this is communication from someone that may have been estranged from you. If they do come forward, they're asking you to treat the situation with love, kindness, and compassion. Here's the Sun card. This is contentment and joy. I think it's going to really make your day. When this person comes forward, it's going to be like, oh my God, here comes the sun, you know. But they're asking you also to remain a little bit estranged or aloof in this space. So, you know, if not seeking counsel within yourself, hold that wisdom of your past experiences with this person and be a little bit more reserved and allow it to unfold naturally. Because Spirit has your back, you know that. No matter what, as long as you're asking them for help, they will always help you. I know that with my own spirit guides, and yeah, 6 of Cups in reverse. That's interesting, because I think it's like saying, don't be nostalgic, don't reminisce about things that can't be handled well. And then you got 2 of Wands in reverse, which is, yeah, see, here we go. Virgo, here's the thing, you struggle with a lot of your decisions. You want this person back, but then you don't. It's like, I want them back, I want them back, but then I don't, because I don't know. You do, you know you've seen this person as being the one, maybe once or twice, but it's almost like having to resurrect someone from the dead. And you know, we all know when you pull someone back from the dead, if you've ever watched any witch movie, they never come back the same. It's like pulling back a zombie. Sorry, guys. And yeah, so it's saying there's a lot of indecision, a lot of disconnect with this person. Let's see how they feel about you. I want to see how they feel about you. Yeah, see the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So You may be dealing with a fixed sign. A lot of fixed signs in everybody's energy. But this talks about a cycle not yet complete. Maybe a little bit of how they feel about you didn't work out in their favor. Yeah. You know, I think your person isn't very courageous. That's the word I want. Brave. They're very hesitant. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I just feel like they want you, but then they don't want you, and it's weird because it's the same for you. You want them, you see them as coming back, and the thing is, they see, even though it's not working out, they still see the cycle. There's still cycles yet to be played out between you. You know, but they block it too. There's a blockage. So they have to defend themselves. I feel like they have to defend themselves from you or defend themselves from others. They do feel defensive and down on their luck. See the frog energy, heavy-hearted when it comes to you. There's definitely been a lot of conflict between you two. And here we've got the Emperor. Yeah, they're very controlling. Like, it's interesting because the Queen of Swords is the controlling feminine too, but in a very wise way. And the Emperor is very... This person has a really strong personality. And it's almost... It's either my way or the highway. And how they feel about you is that they care about you. They do care about you a lot. I just want to put it out there. They do have a lot of love for you. But at this time, it just feels disjointed with this person. And they are sitting on their throne waiting for you to come, but they don't make it easy. You know, they've got all their guards up. They've got shields up, guards up. You know, they're preparing for an astral, a meteor storm. And they I feel like the reason why they... sorry, I'm going on a bit. I feel like the reason why they do this is because they're scared of how it feels when you come near them. All right, guys, one more. Yeah, there's a lot of resistance from both of you. Yeah, but clarity, yeah. Oh, well, that's good. If anything you can get from this, your person needs a lot of healing. I think you know that. They've been going through stuff. They are getting better, but they still, even though they are coming out of a dark period, they're still self-serving, which is helping you disconnect from their negative, toxic ways. So, you know, it's almost like Virgo is, you're where you want to be, and maybe it's time to release this person. Maybe it's time to release the devil, the toxic energy that's been holding you back from reaching your true potency of being a spiritual being, or being a person of influence, or being someone that's got to move towards their purpose. There's a lot of heaviness in your reading, so it is a sign of the times, but not a definition of who you are. These energies are temporary, and they just sometimes bring up all the negative aspects, if that's what you're thinking in the moment. But it is confirming that your person is still stuck in whatever poop they got themselves in, but they are changing if that's what you want. But you do, yeah. It's weird. It's weird. But your person's, they're not wanting to come to you. They want you to come to them. And you know that. Even though they've got the stronger personality, they won't budge. Which sucks for you, Virgo. I know. It's supposed to be a love reading. And then we get this. But, you know, Love better people, Virgo, because you deserve it. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave that there. So if you resonate with this reading, please like, share, and subscribe if you're new. And all the details are down below in the description box. And have a great day. Don't be concerned about this energy that's going on. Your energy is actually really good. Remember the front of this reading, the top of the reading, and remember that you are in a space of being able to accomplish many things. And yeah, lift your head up, lift your sights up, lift your heart up. All right, guys. So take care. Until next time. Bye. Bye, guys.